Now, I know some folks have been commenting on my obsession over green sticks recently, and I have to say, I do like plants of all kinds, and sometimes a little bit more of the underdog plants are just as interesting. So this one is a Ceropegia dichotoma. And dichotoma or dichotomous or anything along those lines actually means that it's forked, you know, something forked like this. So this is one of the few Ceropegias that actually form clumps. So it's not like one of those twining, vining sticks. It's a little bit more clump forming. So you just see that I have like this one cutting here. I've had it for about a year. I mean, it was about maybe 1.5, 2, I'm pressing it maybe years ago when I started getting a little bit more into Ceropegias. And part of going down that rabbit hole is because I got interested in Hoyas, and then you start collecting Hoyas and you're like, huh, what else is out there? What other members of the family are out there? And Ceropegia is one of them. And I know it's not like one of those ones with like a brilliant foliage and it's one that people are going to be searching for, but they have their charm. And I really loved how this one has this like kind of variegation, kind of the striation going up, and it's almost like these little sausage links or like pickles, and then you just start to see that the leaves have started to come through here. And with most Ceropegia, they can actually lose their leaves. They could go through a dormancy period. This one didn't have leaves to begin with, and it just started to put out new leaves in the winter months, which I think is very interesting. Now this is native to the Canary Islands, and with most Ceropegia, I don't really feed them quite a lot. I mean, if you could maybe do it on an annual basis and go with a succulent fertilizer, so like a 2,4,7 or a 3,4,7, but that whole group is really not a heavy feeder, and that is wonderful because if you're somebody who is a little bit more lackadaisical, or if you have a lot of plants and there's some that are a little bit more finicky than others, then that means something like this won't need a tremendous amount of care. You'll also notice that I have it in a pretty kind of perlite-y mixture here, and that's just because it's a much more succulent plant. It could have a little bit more of a porous mixture, and it's not something that I really want to overwater. But another interesting green stick, if you're into that kind of thing, this is Ceropegia dichotoma.